What's going on, good people? This is your boy Byron Scott back with another live talking about how to negotiate with sellers and buyers on wholesale real estate deals. Um, so I go live here a lot, talk about a lot of different stuff. But one thing that I haven't touched on a lot of is how to negotiate with sellers and buyers on these real estate deals. It's crazy. I just was talking to a seller and a buyer not too long ago about this property that I shot a video about that I went to go see, and the property was in good shape, man. The seller was up front, said that it needed a roof, and but the buyer came back. You know how buyers are; they always come back and they want to come down on the price. So, but the seller refused to come down. So this actually was a really tight deal. I had to say this is a little trick for y'all too. Like the seller wanted, I think the seller wanted like 250, and then the seller ended up coming down to 230. And man, if you're up in here, let me know that you can hear me good. Let me know where you're from, what you got going on. But the seller came in and it came down to 230, but they was like, I want 230, one of the hard stances. And then the buyer was like, the best we can do is 230, right? So I'm like, okay, let me get the buyer in there. If something is wrong, we'll try to reduce it, we'll reverse it, and we'll make it work, right? So the buyer goes in, nothing wrong with the property, man. Property in really good shape. Um, and the oh, crap. And the seller was like, I'm not coming down. Nothing's wrong with my property. So the seller stuck at 230, called the buyer up. He's like, oh, all we can do is 224. And I was like, man. So I kept talking to the buyer, like, what's wrong with the property? We knew the roof needed to be done, and there was really nothing else wrong with the property. So I was like, well, they're not gonna be able to get it done unless you come up to like 235, trying to squeeze out at least 5K. So he was like, I don't know if there's anything we can do, da 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 da. Next thing they'll come back like 2 hours later and it's like, hey, I think we can do 235. I'm like, yes. so negotiating with the buyers and the sellers, another thing, like just making offers to the person, saying yes to the sellers. Like I'm learning this from Grant Cardone book, 10X rules, like say yes to sellers. You know what I'm saying? Can you do this? Yes. Can you do that? Yes. And then just try your best to do the things that the sellers is asking you to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think like that's one of the big things. Like try to do what sellers are asking you to do. Right. Um, seller wanted 230, try my best to get you 230. Seller want a certain timeline, try my best to get you that timeline. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I'm gonna try to do it. And that's why I always position myself as the person that's working with the investor and let the investor be the guy who's saying that they can do this. And I'm on the seller side working as hard as I can for the seller, right? So I think like that's huge, to put yourself out there as that person that's on the seller side, that's only trying to help the seller to get deals done, right? So it ended up, we already had the seller in the contract at 230. Just put the buyer in the contract at 235. So it's gonna be a little 5K spot. So but yeah, man, I mean, you just have to keep doing that. And I tell people the same thing. It's like I do the same thing to make 5K as I do to make 10K, as I do to make 50K, as I do to make 100K, right? So it's the same processes, the same negotiations, the same processes I use, the same stuff to get all my deals done. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this deal right here, the process is no different. The negotiating back and forth, the deal looked like it was dead. It didn't look like it was a deal. Most people think, oh, the seller at 230, buyer at 230 is no deal. No, get the buyer to go see the property, right? because a lot of times sellers see that you see what's wrong, and that gives you leverage to talk to them and negotiate, right? Or maybe the buyer see that, hey, nothing is wrong, that gives the buyer, some confidence that they can buy at a higher purchase price, right? So just doing that, get the ball rolling, get the investor in there, and then now let the negotiation begin, right? If the buyer couldn't come up, then I was just gonna go back to the seller and tell her, hey, this is what the best we could do. And then just kind of wait the seller out, right? So you just have to do that kind of stuff in your negotiation with buyers and negotiation with sellers. So um like that's a huge part of wholesaling real estate, and always being that person to try to service the seller, right? You are there to service the seller. You're also there to service the buyer, but you really want to service that seller, and then the buyer is kind of, secondary, because, you're bringing in the property, but you want to make sure that seller is taken care of. The seller feel taken care of, then they're going to close the deal, right? Because she was saying, oh, I had other people that was interested. They always got other people that's interested. I had other people who wanted to purchase at a higher price, you know, but they went with us, mainly because, we kept following up with them over time. We kept building that relationship up. Remember when I went to the property, I was complimenting on our property, just complimenting her, whatever, just building that relationship where they feel like, man, I'm in good hands right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to make the sellers feel like they're in good hands. And then when they feel like they're in good hands, long as you have a competitive offer, then they are going to go with you, right? You just have to have a competitive offer. That's what you got to have. You got that competitive offer, they're going to go with you, right? That's how it works. So just make sure you out there negotiating, man. Don't give up on deals. Keep talking to people. Keep following up. Keep wanting to take care of a seller. You know, um, and I think that's the biggest part about this wholesale journey, man. What's up, Jordan, man? Jordan tapping in all the way from the St. Louis. Jordan tapping in from St. Louis, man. What's going on out there in Nellyville, man? What's going on out there, Jordan? What you got going on? Ain't no more houses burning down and stuff like that. What's going on out there in Nellyville, man? So, but yeah, man. So that's what's going on. I got a closing tomorrow. It's always good to gotta stick to your ABCs. Always be closing. So got a closing going on tomorrow. Got this deal that just got locked up. Got another closing in a couple of weeks. So you gotta stick to your ABCs, man. Jordan said, "No more houses burning down, man." Yeah, man. Jordan got houses burning down and stuff like that, man. It's crazy. But but yeah, man. One thing that I'm gonna try to do, man. This thing that I'm trying to do is connect with more people, man. So really want to connect with people that show up and watch this, man. If you show up and watch this, hit me up on IG, REI Next Door. Hit me up. You can follow, or if you go to IG, you can follow a link, schedule a call with me. I really want to get more people into my group and just like do one-on-ones with people. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see what's going on with people that show up and watch this. Like, what's going on with you? What you trying to do? You trying to get involved in real estate. I want to talk to you, right? So just want to talk to more people, see what's going on. Cause it's like, dude, I work from home. It's like I'm not talking to a lot. I talk to Cordero, right? It's like, so I talk to Cordero, but wanting to talk to more people, man, and see what's going on and help more people. Like, Jerome keeps showing up to the live talking about how you want to get out of his 9 to 5 and stuff like that. I want to talk to more people and help those people. I want to teach more people how to do this business. You know what I'm saying? Because, out here doing this business, man, every day. So, yeah, man, want to teach more people. So, if you really interested, man, just hit me up, man. I'm definitely wanting to show people how to get wholesale real estate deals done. So, you ready to go or ready to take action? Just hit me up. We'll jump on a call, talk, um, and then just connect with more people, man. Just hit me up. I'm open to jumping on phones, talking to people, especially like, well, whatever fits your schedule, whatever. We'll try to set it up, man, and jump on some calls, man. Teach people how to get some deals done. I'm all about people doing deals. So Cordero said, "Yo, yo, yo, what's up, man? Cordero, man. I'm gonna have to bring Cordero onto the show to talk about his cold calling techniques, man. I'm telling you, man. Cordero got to come on and talk about his cold calling techniques because, man, I'm sitting there listening to Cordero do a cold call, and I'm like, ooh, it's like listening to a rapper. You're like, ooh, you know, it's like, man, this joker good, man. So Cordero, that just, he be killing the game on the cold calling deal. So yeah, Cordero said, "Let's do it. We're gonna have to do it, man. Just let me know when, you know, and we're gonna jump on here and make this thing happen, man." So, but yeah, man, yeah, we gotta get Cordero in here, talk about these cold calling scripts, man, because he be killing the game. So speaking of cold calls, I was just talking to somebody not too long ago telling me how they was getting a deal. I think that was Jerome that was cold calling. He working his 9 to 5 and cold calling, and he was getting a deal from cold calling. It's like, man, if I was trying to get started, cold calling would be number one to get started. Or if it's all about your situation too. If you got more time, then you cold call. If you have less time, then I would probably text. You know what I'm saying? Because that, human to human, like me texting somebody myself is more powerful than my VA or somebody I hired texting them, right? I can do, I'm gonna be better at getting that deal. Cordero cold calling is gonna be better than a VA cold calling that he hired, right? So whatever you start out doing, you need to start out doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because you are going to be better at doing that. Unless you have a Cordero that you just happen to know and he willing to cold call for you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna have no Cordero that they know they're just gonna jump out there and start cold calling for them. You know what I'm saying? So Cass up in this thing. What's up, Cass? What's up, Cass? I gotta throw these people up here. Cordero up in here. Jordan up in this thing. Got no more houses burned down. Daniel, what's up, man? How can we jump on a call? I'm having a hard time gaining traction, unable to consistently code. Man, we gotta jump on a call, man. Let me check out my let me throw my phone number up here. Text me, man. I'm like Floodman. Text me and I'll text you back. I was still in Floodman jump, man, but I'm pretty sure he don't mind. I'm just a peon out there, man. But man, hit me up. Seriously. Text that number right there, man. I'll see it and I'm gonna hit you up. We jump on the call for real, man. Definitely want to help people just like you that's struggling to get consistency, struggling to get your first deal or whatever. Want to jump on the call, man? See what you're doing, how I can help. What can I, tips and stuff that I may be able to help you with to get you going, man. Because like, there's times when I need that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that same thing for other people. So just want to connect with people, man. Uh oh, Tara, what's up, Tara? That jumped in this thing. What's up, Tara? How you doing? Um, Tara be on it, man. She be ready to go, man. She ready to get out there and tear it up. And that's the thing, man. Like, dude, I was out here trying to make stuff happen for a long time before I've actually made stuff happen. So like that's why I get so excited about people who out here making moves to try to make stuff happen because it's like I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I'm still there. I'm still out there trying to shake and make stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when somebody out there hungry and getting after it, you like, ooh, they go get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they go get it. As long as they stay after it, long as they, long as they grind, and long as they stay consistent at whatever they doing, it's like they are going to get to that destination. Like they gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And all just happens in its own time. You know what I'm saying? For me, took 8 years before my junk could finally spring off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if I just gave up, if I never tried to gain any consistency, if I never tried to keep taking action and stuff like that, then I'd just be a regular teacher. Would have got all work on a Thursday, made it home, see my kids, been tired as the devil, walking around all day working with kids and stuff like that. And I'd be, headed to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, when you want more, don't give up on it. You know what I'm saying? When you want more, don't just give in to average. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? You want more, don't give in to average, man. So, um, Daniel, what kind of marketing are you doing? What kind of marketing are you doing? Like, what kind of marketing are you doing, and how much marketing are you doing? Right? And where are you marketing? Like, where are you at? That'd be interesting to know. Where are you at? How much are you marketing and stuff like that? So, um, but yeah, man, I think one of the big things when it comes to consistently doing deals is obviously consistently marketing. Like, dude, this is the keys right here. One, you have to consistently market, right? Because you have to consistently be getting in front of sellers, but you also have to be consistently making offers, right? You have to be consistently making competitive offers. You see what I'm saying? You got to be consistently making competitive offers. So Winston says, got a land deal in Georgia and was trying to figure out how to move the deals in the subdivision. Dang, I definitely got some people who might be interested in buying that. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. I definitely got, text that number right there that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Text that number right there that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Text that number, man. I'll help you see if I can get that deal off the ground for you. I got some people that's interested in land. They do some development stuff like that. So just hit me up, man. Definitely help you. But anyways, when you trying to consistently do deals, one is consistently marketing, right? Even when you don't see it, don't feel it, you have to consistently market, right? Second thing you got to do is, like I just said, consistently be getting offers for the people that you running into when you marketing, right? Consistently getting them competitive offers. Now, how do you get them competitive offers? You find out who is actively buying in the market, right? Because if they're actively buying, that means they are closing on properties. And the only way they're closing on properties is if they're making competitive offers, right? That competitive offer might be the fact that they are closing super fast, or that they're super flexible, or that they're making really high competitive, purchase price offers, right? So it's like, as long as you are giving sellers competitive offers, like, it's gonna happen. Like this month, I just started Lead Sherpa, and I'm just tracking what I've been doing this month. I had 2 deals fall through. I'm talking about, I had the buyer, I had the seller. The deal fell through because something was wrong with that property, right? I got 3 more deals that I'm negotiating right now. One of them is going to happen, right? So I got one deal. I got 5K, right, out of this already, this month of April, right? April ain't over with. Still got a little bit more time. So I got 2 more though. I got 2 more that I'm negotiating, and we'll see what happens with them. But this is just the first month on Lead Sherpa, right? I plan on just keep doing it, right? Just keep doing it. Just keep being consistent. And the thing is, I mean, I got another deal too, but it's caught up in title. It's like a 15K deal, but it's not gonna close. Not gonna close this month, maybe next month. But that's the thing. You keep your pipeline full, so it's like the closings just keep coming because the pipeline is full. There's more coming. There's more coming. There's more coming. Right? You just have to be consistently working. You know. So Daniel said I'm cold calling. I'm putting around 5 to 10K leads. He pulling 5 to 10K leads a month. I'm in Charlotte Metro. Ooh, Charlotte hot. I use call tools as a dialer, Propstream and skip. Ooh, Propstream skip tracing. I don't know about. Right? Sometimes I be like, I don't know about Propstream skip tracing. But it should be pretty good. I mean, I know somebody got to use it, but I guarantee you, Batch is better. Guarantee Lee Sherpa is better, right? One thing Chris Jefferson told me is like, don't try to go cheap on skip tracing. Like you have to get the right numbers, right? It's like you have to get the right numbers. So, maybe look at your skip tracing, right? That's something you definitely can, try to look at. Um, but man, how many people are you calling a day? And then are you running into it? Like the number one thing is to figure out, are you interested in selling? Right? It's like, are you interested? If that person says yes, you gotta chase them down until they close with somebody. Right? It's like the person that I got under contract just now, she didn't seem like the most interested person. She just said yes, right? And I followed up on her, and I followed up on her, and she wanted too much, and I still followed up on her because it's like this lady said yes. I'm gonna chase her down. If you tell me yes, I'm interested in selling, or you tell me some way you're interested, I'm chasing you down, right? I'm chasing you down. So Daniel says, so far this month, I have 2 contracts signed, both fell through. I feel you on that. One got locked up a little higher than I should have. The other was a land deal, but the lock couldn't pass. Oh, purchase text. Man. But man, it happens like that. Contracts fall through. You still have to keep chasing them though. Um, but I also ask you this: it's like I remember marketing and not getting as many deals, right? And then I found better buyers, and then next thing you know, I started just tons of deals, right? I found some better buyers that is like, whoop, here I go. It's like, sometimes it's not your marketing. Sometimes it's not your skip tracing. It's not the sellers. It's that you are not making a competitive offer, right? You're not giving them a competitive offer. And if you're not giving them a competitive offer, that's why you ain't doing no deals. Because somebody else over there, Cordero over there, calling up the same people you calling, and he giving them 20K more than what you talking about, right? He giving them 30K more than what you talking about, and they all signing with Cordero. you know, you got to be giving out competitive offers, right? And it's like knowing where the seller need to be, and it's like giving out those competitive offers. Find the people who are active, right? And I show you how to do that as well. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find the people that are active, because those people are giving out competitive offers. If they weren't giving out competitive offers, they wouldn't be active, right? Just like you saying, "Oh, I'm not," inconsistently not. If you ain't doing deals, that means you ain't connected with a buyer that's doing deals, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? As long as if you're connected with a buyer that's doing deals, then you should be doing deals, right? Because if you connected with a buyer that's doing deals, then all you have to do is get in front of the sellers, right? And at that point, it's all about getting in front of, because that buyer obviously is offering the stuff that sellers like, right? That buyer is offering stuff that sellers like. And all you got to do, get in front of that seller and offer them what that buyer is offering, right? Bam, there you go. You got a deal. You got a deal, man. It's like what, like my offers are always competitive. Like I don't run into situations where it's like, you just offering way too low, and some other investors offering way more. That's if a seller say that, that's a lie. And if he ain't lying, I'm gonna chase it down and I'm gonna see who the heck is buying these properties. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to figure out who is buying these properties, right? If they're offering a lot more than you got to figure out who is offering this money. I got to go find that person. That's the person with my money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find the active cash buyers, right? That's the key. Finding active cash buyers and connecting with them. Dude, I'm telling you, all these big timers, all these people that doing all these deals, they are connected to active cash buyers. Said, man. Said. That's like that is the secret sauce. That's what they don't tell you. That's what they don't give you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't give you. You never heard anybody get on here and say, hey man, this person right here or this company right here is buying my deals. Hey, and here you go. You can have that kind of like, you never hear anybody talk about that. Like they'll tell you every trick, every this and that. Like that is the secret. The secret is the person with the money. You know what I'm saying? The secret is the person with the money. Right? They'll jump on here and talk with sellers on the phone, people cold calling, talking to all these sellers on the phone, record themselves talking to the sellers. You never see anybody record themselves talking to the buyer. Right? Because they don't want to give away. They do not want to give that buyer away. Because they know if you get that buyer, you basically got the power, same power that they have. Because what you in wholesaling, you basically are representing that buyer to that seller. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason you able to do what you can do is only because the buyer, right? So if you had the same buyers as the people that's doing deals, then you would be doing deals. That's why I say it's so important to network, right? Because you're in Charlotte, right? If you got connected with some big time wholesalers in Charlotte, y'all became cool, they shared their contacts with you, then you would be doing a lot of deals. Right? Because you would be connected to some people, some cash buyers that's buying properties in Charlotte, right? So, like, that is the key, man. Getting connected to active cash buyers who's giving out these competitive offers. So, like, that is the key. Like, that's the key to doing deals. And if you are connected to those people, you have to bring them properties, right? You have to bring them properties. The only way you can bring them properties is to be consistent every day, be looking for properties, right? Keith, we got a heavy hitter on this thing, man. Keith coming through. What's up, man? Keith say what's going on, man. Not much. Trying to grind. I gotta set up that Discord that you was talking about, man. I gotta set up my Discord. And man, trying to help some people with this wholesaling thing, man. I'm trying to help some people, trying to talk to some people, trying to get out there, um, trying to help people do more this because when I talk to people, it's like, dang, I learn from people, and then they learn from me. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a two-way street, man. Um, like that's what I'm trying to do, just trying to connect with people, trying to talk to people, trying to help people, let people help me see what's going on out here, man. With people that's trying to wholesale. But yeah, man, talking about trying to figure out how can you do this consistently marketing, consistently making offers, and then it's like I think it's important to have some type of process. Okay, how do I go about, like, how do I qualify somebody who's actually interested in selling, right? How do I then make them an offer, right? How do I go about getting an offer from a buyer? You see what I'm saying? It's like in defining that for yourself and making that process as efficient as you can, making it as quick as you can. You know what I'm saying? It's like time kills all deals, so you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta go, man. You know, it's like time kills all deals. Like I was talking today, it's like I was talking to sellers. Oh no, I ain't taking more less than 230. I got other people offering me that. I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. I called the buyer. I'm like, look, man, she want 230. Like, I can't do it. I was like, hey, look, this thing is about to go down. It's about to go down fast. Like, you better let me know if you want it, right? It's like, you better let me know something today or in the morning. It's like, it's gonna go fast to somebody. Right? Man, he comes back 2 hours later to my store. He came up about 10K. He came up 11K and said, let's do it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you gotta have a sense of and you gotta create a sense of urgency. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a sense of urgency, you gotta create a sense of urgency. You know, Anita in the building, man. What's going on, Anita? What's up? Anita in the building. Keith Dunn said you be better off taking notes. Brian is always sharp at you. Man, Keith Dunn is the ultimate gem dropper, man. Keith Dunn be giving that fire. Y'all gotta come through Sundays. Um, yeah, man, y'all gotta come through Sundays, man, and check Keith Dunn out in our elite group, man. We be killing them on Sundays, man. You want to join the elite group? My link is down below, but you can go to my IG, follow the link, join the elite group. But man, if you want to, you need something, you want to talk to me, whatever, ask questions. That number that's scrolling below, man. Text that number and I'll get back with you, man. Trying to see this text from this buyer. But maybe it'll confirm with the seller. Let me know in the morning. Confirm with the seller. Garden the skills patient. Okay. But yeah, man. Yeah, Keith, man. I'm over here trying to just talk about what I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what I'm doing. Actually, today Lee Sherpa was down, man. Lee Sherpa was down, so I just been really talking about follow up. Like follow up is key. Um, I was just been following up with people because Lee Sherpa was down, man. I don't know what they got going on, but I guess you got to take the good with the bad. You're able to take 6,000 people a day. Sometimes it's gonna be down. But anyways, man, it's like being able to, you text 6,000 people today, getting these leads in, bunch of leads, you got to follow up, man. You got to make sure you're following up, always reaching back out to people. Like, that's key. Like, that's the only reason I was talking to this seller is because I kept reaching out to her more than one time. Like, she wasn't responding to me, and I just kept reaching out, reaching out, reaching out in different ways on different numbers. You know what I'm saying? It just kept reaching out because it was like she was interested in selling. She said yes. So I'm finna chase you down and make you tell me, nah, I ain't interested in selling no more. She actually told me that she wasn't interested in selling. She was like, I'm not interested in selling. Something happened. And then she texted me back. I texted again, was like, hey, just following up, whatever. And she was like, can you still do that 230? I was like, are you interested in moving forward? She was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, let's go. So I got the ball moving, man. And then the buyer couldn't do nothing but 230. I thought the buyer was going to do more because like the next door neighbor sold their house for like 320. Same house, sold it for 320. And then the buyer was like, I can't do number 230. But so I was at 230 and 230, but I didn't say, oh, I ain't gonna make no money, I ain't gonna do nothing. Nope. I sent the buyer in anyways, and I'm gonna reverse it, right? Which means I'm gonna send the buyer in, get his final number, and then I'm gonna try to talk the seller down, right? So that's like reverse engineering this thing. Let's figure out what the buyer is at, and then let's work the seller back down, right? But it didn't work like that because the seller wasn't gonna come down. So it ended up that the buyer went in and saw the property was good, and they was like, "Ooh, this is good." They went up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So Anita says, "What type of list you been having most success with lately?" Like I be saying, man, I'm not a specific list person. I'm more of a specific buyer person. Like I pull a list based on buyer's criteria, right? But I can't tell you, man, like I would say right now, pre foreclosure, bankruptcy, like people are having money issues. It's like everybody is slow. Like you talk to anybody, they talking about business slow, business slow, business slow. It's like bankruptcy, people are gonna be if money low, people gonna be in pre foreclosure and people gonna be bankrupt, right? And you better bet the divorce rate is gonna go up, because married people have money problems. That money problems gonna cause all kind of other problems. So it's like, so I would say those type of lists is what I would target, and like I think like doing that kind of stuff is really good, targeting those specific lists, because I was talking to somebody the other day. It was like money is not going to motivate people to sell nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They got to have motivation to sell. Like something got to be going on, right? Something got to be going on for somebody to sell. They ain't going to be selling for the money, because right now they're not handing out so much money that I want to sell. The sellers are wanting to sell because they need to sell, right? So Cordell said the prodigal seller. Yeah, dude. The prodigal seller, man, the dude be coming back. Like you get that competitive offer. I'm pretty sure she went out there and started listening to other people. She was like, they ain't offering it. They ain't sitting on 230. You know what I'm saying? Like, give a competitive offer. It's like, you give a competitive offer, build relationships. There you go, man. Telling you, give competitive offers. You give enough competitive offers, you're gonna be doing deal, 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 deal. Telling you, man, you just gotta give competitive offers. You got to give competitive offers, and you just gotta keep contacting people, keep getting in front of people, and give competitive offers. That's it, man. And stay followed up with people, because it's like they may want something, but at some point when they need to go, like they need to go, you just got to stay in front of them. Like, dude, you just got to stay in front of them, right? You got to stay in front of them. You got to continue to follow up. You got to continue to hit them up. You got to continue to reach out, reach out, reach out. Like, dude, I kept reaching out to this lady, man. Like, I kept texting this lady, kept texting, kept texting, kept texting. Um, and man, like I said, she wasn't even responding to me. And then told me she went into it's like it got to the point where I was following up with her so much, I was like, hey, if you don't want to sell, just let me know. And I started texting. And she was like, nah, I don't want to sell. It did. Then she came back. Let me look at my text to see. Let me see if I can find her, man, and see what she was talking about. Let me see. I think this all right here. Yeah, man, texting to hey, something came up and I will not be selling at this time. I uh I will not be selling. I keep your number and will call you when I do decide to sell. I hit up with another text. She hit me up the same day, 2 hours later, and said, Byron, the offer on my house is at 230. I said, yes, it's 230, pending us viewing the property. She said, yes, if I receive, I said, are you considering trying to move forward with that offer? She said, yes, if I could receive 230, no fees, then I would sell.
And I said, gotcha. Let's set up the inspection. Let me send you over the offer. I send over the offer. She signed that thing immediately and sent it back. Right? She signed it immediately and sent it back. Y'all hold on 1 second, man. Hello. Nah, no, I'm sitting here going live. Do what? Ruby Lee and the baby taking a nap. Well, I just started going live. Ruby Lee watching TV. She fell asleep. I'm gonna get off here in a little while. All right. Well, but let's see what Anita talking about. That's good to know because I've been trying to focus on vacant absentee owners. But I feel like that list reduces down a little too small. Yeah, sometimes you get lists that go down too small, especially like absentee and vacant. That means they trying to move it quick. And there's a lot of people that's trying to get those. I really don't even be focused on vacant a lot, but I've gotten to the point where I'm able to be more broad, right? Like if I was like when I was starting out, I was just hitting up absentee. I didn't care if they were vacant or not, right? I was just hitting up absentee. But if you find a buyer, competitive buyer in an area, hit that area with whatever they like, hit that area. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you got to find that buyer with a competitive offer. Because, you know, is you just gotta find a buyer, man. Like it's easier with a buyer. Like you probably ran into a deal, but you didn't know it. I'm telling you, like there was so many times early on that I ran into a deal and I didn't know it, or I ran into a big monster deal and I didn't know because it's like I didn't know it was a monster of a deal because I didn't know any buyers that was buying. Right? I didn't know what they were buying at. Like, like say this property right here. Like I was getting these properties like this for like 150. And there was buyers out there that would have bought it for 230. But I was getting it at 150, selling it for 153. You're like, ooh, that barely was a deal. The person who bought it for me 153 turned around and sell it for 230. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, understanding and knowing, getting connected with cash buyers opens up your eyes, man. You can see it's like rolling out there trying to wholesale without cash buyers, just trying to walk out there blind. But then when you have cash buyers, like, ooh, I see. Oh, that's a deal. Oh, that's a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's because you see what they like to buy. And it's like, oh, I know exactly what type of property they're looking for. They want this specific type of property. This neighborhood is good for this. You probably can go knock on all the doors of everybody in that particular area that they would buy. You can go knock on all the doors. You can go look them up. There's certain neighborhoods that they gonna buy. You can go knock on everybody's door. Hey, you interested? Hey, you interested? Hey, drop your stuff off. You interested? Like you can go door knock. You know what I'm saying? Because there's specific properties that they like to buy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you can go, like I said, you can go out there and door knock, you can go out there and hand your stuff out, all that stuff, man. So I think that's one of the biggest things, man. Just getting out there, getting in front of people, and then having a cash buyer that's gonna close and be competitive, right? Those are the keys, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are the keys. As long as you're doing that, the rest of it gonna take care of itself, man. The rest of it's gonna take care of itself. You just have to do that part, right? You got to do, like I said, you need help, hit me up, man. You won't ask questions, talk, looking to connect with people, looking to help. I was talking to Cordero earlier today, man. I'm trying to help 1,000 people because at first I was like, I want to help 100 people. And I've been listening to Grant Cardone 10x rule. Let's 10x that. Right? Let's 10x that. Let's go to 1,000. Let me see if I can help 1,000 people. Let's see if I can teach 1,000 people one-on-one. You're gonna learn directly from me. 1,000 people. Let me see if I can teach 1,000 people how to wholesale, right? So, man, that's what I'm trying to do, man. You interested? Let me know, you know. And it's crazy. It's like you have to convince people. Like there's 7, 8, 9 people on here. It's like it's hard to convince people that hey, I can teach you something that can change your whole life, right? It's like, dude, this could change everything, right? It's like, and I have to convince you. I have to convince you to learn something that could change everything for you, right? It's crazy, man. But hey, that's why I always applaud people, Max Maxwell, Chris Jefferson, all these people that say, "Hey, teach me." They ain't got to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to go out here and teach people how to do this stuff. You know, you don't have to. Like, you got to actually have something in you that's like, man, I actually want to do something good. You know what I'm saying? I actually want to, give back or help other people because you don't have to do like you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. And it's like people's like, oh, it's wholesale. It ain't saturated. It ain't oversaturated. Plenty of properties out here that need to be bought, sold, and all that stuff. It's constantly gonna be stuff going on. You just gotta get out there and get active, right? You gotta get out there and get really active, man. But shoot, man, been on this thing for 46 minutes. We got 8 people on here. Make sure you like. Make sure you text that number right there, man. You got any questions or just want to learn this thing, man? I'm looking to teach 1,000 people, right? And I'm gonna keep up with my number, man. I'm gonna reach my goal. 1,000 people this year. 1,000 people this year. I'm gonna teach how to wholesale real estate, man. Starting right now, man. I'm gonna teach 1,000 people this year how to wholesale real estate. And yeah, man, don't do it, man. So y'all help me out. Y'all see my videos. Make sure you share. Make sure you let people know. Hey, this guy trying to teach me about wholesale real estate. You interested? Hit him up. Text his number. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. I'm finna get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, man. Until I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow. I got a closing tomorrow, so I'm gonna make a video about the closing. But and the crazy thing, the closing is a flip. I didn't go to the property after they fixed it up. So I may try to go to the property tomorrow to see it before it's actually sold. Let me see what Anita talking about. Anita said, so basically I need to be more broad as far as finding motivated sellers and focus more on with the buyers interested. Yeah, you need to find buyers. 2, you need to figure out what they're interested in. 3, you need to specifically target the stuff that they're looking for. Like if you have a person that's interested in buying, but they want to buy in Fort Worth, Texas, right? And they only like 3 twos that's between 1,200 and 1,800 square feet. They want it built, they don't like old stuff, so they want it between 1990 and 2010, you find somebody that's like that, look for that property and text everybody in Fort Worth, call everybody in Fort Worth that meet that criteria. Bam. If anybody is selling, if he buying those type of properties, then you done try to reach out to the people who selling those type of properties, right? So, I, at least that's the way that I go about doing it in the work, obviously. So, as long as you being active though, as long as you out there grinding and just being active as crap, man, you gonna find a deal, man. You gotta think, whatever you doing right now, 10x that trash, man. 10x that trash, man. 10x it. 10x. Do that jump. 10x, right? And then see where your results at. Whatever you're doing right now, 10x that, and then see where your results at. Guarantee you're gonna be doing deals, right? But anyways, man, appreciate y'all coming through. Comment, Nita, Winston, Cordero, Keithon, heavy hitter coming through. Daniel coming through, man. Daniel hit me up, man. Want to talk to you. Tara came through. My guy Cass and Cali came through. Jordan out there in the St. Louis came through, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Till next time, peace out.